this is New Year's Day. Now we just come into the new year. Now we just opened in the new year. Fortunately, I made a total shambles of the recording of the fireworks. I was watching the end of Live Stories with Sir Tom and I set to record the fireworks, and for some reason the thing stopped middle of it. The recording stopped middle of the watching the fireworks, and the yoke went off middle of the display, so I missed the rest of the firework display. And apparently they're doing it very differently this year. It's not going through for the London Eye. They do know different things. They do know different shapes now. The shape of the world and animal shapes and lion shapes and stuff. And they're talking about all different news events of through the years and stuff like that, and racism and other things as well. And it was all different. Just shapes of the world, and it's all differently done. It's not the same as they normally would do with them shooting with slogan to the London Eye, like past few years. So fortunately, I missed out the rest of the fireworks. Got it now, because I would like to see the end result. It usually goes over 10 minutes or something like that. And Kylie Minogue was a special guest on the show, and years and years as the leading star guest. And Pet Shop Boys are on, but I turned it off because I was big pissed off years and years. So years and years are back on again. So I think I have had my fill of years and years now to last me a lifetime. So anyway, we're going to toast in the new year to you now. So Liam's got his Guinness and I've got my Kylie Rosé. So apparently Kylie's got her own drink now. Her own brand of rosé now, talking about Kylie. So I just seen it there. So
cheers.
Cheers.
Happy
New Year, folks, and hope you have a good one, and hope it's a better year than last year. Please God. Hope it brings better happiness, and hopefully a little bit of normality. I'll try a bit more normality, and hopefully be a better year than last year. God, it doesn't feel like the new year. It only feels like just like any ordinary day, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So, have you got any new resolutions?
No.
Got no resolutions?
No.
None?
Other than to become a punk rocker again.
Do you hear this? Try to not drink too much of this. That's only really for occasions. It's a bit
bitter.
It's a lot better than the ordinary rosé. It's a bit goes through my head. I don't want to drink too much of it now.
Yeah.
I think a third of a glass would be plenty for me now. I couldn't drink a few glasses. I think one glass is enough. A third of a glass is enough for me. It goes through my head. Yeah. How's the Guinness?
Yeah, it's lovely. Very nice. Want to try some?
Yeah, it's very poor taste, isn't it?
Yeah, it's oats and barley. Try them.
Oats and barley?
Yeah, it's made of oats and barley.
Oats and barley. Oh God.
The acquired taste, you know?
God, yeah. It has been quite tasty. Sorry, it's my liking at all. Wouldn't be my cup of tea now. No. I can't really drink too much alcohol because of medication and stuff. So I have to try and avoid drinking too much alcohol now. So I don't want to turn into an alcoholic now. So I can't drink too much alcohol now. It's only really for occasions like this, like New Year's Eve and Christmas and anniversaries, birthdays and stuff like that. It's only really occasion kind of a thing. And it's only just an odd time if we have it, you know. So maybe weddings as well, maybe. That's it really. So but I hope you all had a good Christmas, and hopefully it was good as good as it can be, because of the year that everyone's had. It's been a very difficult year for everybody now, So as you can imagine, this hasn't been a very easy year. It's been a very tough year. And so it'll be exactly 2 years next March since this COVID started. won't it?
2 years.
2 years 2 years in March since COVID started. Now since this COVID started, so it's hard to believe already. God. So hopefully this will be a better year than last year or the year before last as well, because
The restaurants are open anyway. That's the main thing.
restaurants are open. At least
That's the only thing you need to go to.
Yeah.
And the store is open as well.
The stud is open on the 14th of Valentine's Day.
But I mean, it's not closed because of COVID. It's open.
Yeah, it's opened anyway, so at least there's something. It's opening on Valentine's Day, so it's not that long to wait now. So it's a month and how long?
Month and 2 weeks.
A month and 2 weeks. It's not that long now, so hopefully it could fly by. At the moment, I'm a bit fed up, a bit bored, and thinking what to do. We were supposed to go to the Stallion Trail on the 14th, 15th, or whatever date of January, and we even registered to go to it and everything else. And when we read it, I got up this notice on Twitter saying it's only for breeders or for
Breeders, yeah.
breeders or something like that. It's only for it's for the public, for public safety, and due to the COVID, they're keeping it just for the breeders. So I was a bit shocked, and I wasn't best pleased because we had registered for it. We were going to go to the one in Kildagan. I was looking forward to going to it because I was looking forward to getting up close to Night of Thunder. I was so looking forward to going to see Night of Thunder because I've never been to Kildagan before. This would have been my first time, so I was so looking forward to it. It was summer to go to, and it's really excited and everything. I even had made a folder on my memory box, and now getting all ready and everything.
Looking forward to it,
to log on my videos and everything else to look back on it, as well on the day. So I was really looking forward to it, excited to see what the stud farm looked like. I was talking to a member of staff in the Irish National Stud. They said it's quite big. Kind of bigish. It's not that far from the Irish National Stud. It's only just down the road from it. I don't think it's that far. How long is it from the stud?
Kildagan?
Yeah.
So I'd say it's like 10 minutes.
About 10 minutes away from the stud.
5-10 minutes.
About 5-10 minutes away from the stud. So I was really excited and really looking forward to seeing it. Apparently, eating is outdoors. Apparently, there was no eating indoors, it's outdoors. And you have to wear masks. You have to wear masks as well. That's what they were saying. This is before you were able to go.
And it's all outdoors. There's no indoors this year.
No.
All outdoors.
This is when we were able to go. Everyone was advised to wear masks, but now we've been told that we couldn't go. So, but presumably it's still the same procedure for the breeders. We still have to wear masks as well. I was gutted. So I don't know what I'm going to do now to fill the time. And apparently the races, we just found out that the races is behind closed doors. So I can't go to the races either, and we can't go to the sales at all either. And we haven't been able to go to the sales since
March or February 2020.
March, February since 2020, I think, roughly around that. It's a long time. God, I really miss it. We had to watch all the sales online on YouTube. I had to watch all the Orbi sale and the Sportsman sale and Goffs there on YouTube there earlier this year on YouTube, in the Goffs the Goffs live stream earlier this year. I think it was what was it on? It was on Goff stream at the Orbi sale. It was on in when was it on? Was it September or something? I think it was around September, something like that. I think it was around September. I think it's around September. And a lot of the offspring from my mare friends were on sale. The sibling on her, Abergan Lass, was on sale. Melody Nelson. There was who else was on? There was the Discreet Spy, I think was another one. There was There was Abigail Lass apparently staff member made a mistake at the price that she sold for. She says Abigail Lass an Invincible Spirit. He said she sold for 170,000 euro. Apparently she sold for 270,000 euro. So she got the price wrong. But apparently which was very good. There's loads of Invincibles. Not all of them were from the Irish National Stud. There was some mares were from different farms. He was on the card. His name was popped up on the card quite a lot. There's a lot of Galileos, a lot of See the Stars, loads of Galileos, loads of See the Stars. There's some with Dragon, loads of Dragon, and there's sort of Decoration Night. There's loads of names, big names. Night of Thunder. There was so many. I can't think of the top of my head. But there's so many. Oh yeah, Star Spangled Banger. God almighty. He appeared up. Oh my God! I don't know how many times. I just lost count. And many times he popped up. His name has popped up, and nearly every day, nearly in all the sales, nearly in every day, nearly the sales, nearly in every.
I'm going to watch the rest of the basketball. Okay.
His name popped up in the sales, and in practically nearly all the sales, in in the Orby and in the Sportsman sales, his name popped up quite a lot. And Sibyl Nonner, she covered with Star Spangled. Excuse me.
You're going to watch the rest of the basketball.
Excuse me.
What?
What do you think you're doing?
I'm watching the basketball.
Excuse me.
What?
I'm in a video here.
So what? Doesn't matter.
Excuse me.
Leave me alone.
Excuse me.
What?
Sit down. He's very rude. You sit down. Excuse me. Excuse me. You're in the middle of a video here. Don't wander off and disappear. He's very rude. He's been very rude, isn't he? Excuse me.
Didn't you mind?
Excuse me. Do you mind?
So you're saying Night of Thunder?
Let's talk about Star Spangled Banger. I'm saying he popped up in all the sales. In all the sales. In the Orbis sale and the Orbis sale and in the Sportsman sale. His name popped up like loads at countless times. I lost count.
Mm-hmm.
I lost count how many times his name popped up.
Mm-hmm.
In practically all the sales.
Yeah.
His name popped up.
Who?
Star Spangled Banger.
Star Spangled Banger, yeah, definitely.
Many times I have to say his name.
Star Spangled Banger. I heard you.
I think you'd get your ears tested.
Mm-hmm.
Star Spangled Banger. And it's actually a name of a flag, by the way. It's American flag, isn't it? Yeah. I'm not too sure it's named after the flag, but apparently it's a flag. So there you go. I'm not too keen on the name actually. It's a bit of a mouthful. It's a bit of a mouthful. Star Spangled Banger. It's a bit of a mouthful. Sometimes I do find it hard to say that name because it's so long. But so sibling covered with him this year and I think last year as well. So there you go, Sibby. And Sibby and I, as you know, were best pals, and I got reunited with her on the very first day back after 8 months and a week on the 26th of May. And it was a very emotional reunion. I tell you, it was a very emotional reunion. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see her as much as I would have liked this year, as I did last year. I saw more of her last year than I did this year, unfortunately. I only saw her 5 times this year. I saw more of her last year. I would like to see more of her this year. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see her as much as I'd liked, would have liked. And I never saw Olga Progressa this year for some reason. I don't know why. Because Olga is also owned by the Irish National Stud. And unfortunately, we never saw Corvega this year. Apparently, she's gone back home to wherever she's from. I think it's France. She's gone back home to her owners. So I was gutted about that. When the staff told her she was gone home. So I'm gutted about that. I could really miss Corvega because she's in the stud every year, like from the first year that we went to the stud, she's been come to stud every year, since 2017, since the first year we came to Stud, she's been going to Stud every. But she's been there since I think 2015, I think. But we knew her from 2017 right up to 2017 right up to last year. Right up to last year. So we know her about 3 years now. 3 years, isn't it? 3 years. So we know her 3 years. So I was a bit gutted at them. 2007, 18, 19. Yeah, 3 years. Yeah, 3 years. So I was gutted that we didn't see her this year. Huh? Quebec.
Quebec,
Yeah.
She's going back to right?
She's a lovely mare. She's a hurdler, so jumper. So I was gutted that she wasn't there. But yes, hopefully we'll have a lot of our friends playing Stud this year will be back next year, including her Rogue Seamstress and all the rest of them will come back. The mares that were at the Stud this year, so a lot of the new mares and Lebadia and Nina Celebra and all the new mares that came to the Stud, plus my old friends that came back, Melody Nelson, Anna Nutt and all of those. But I do miss the Stud now, so I'm looking forward to getting back now. I haven't made any resolutions for the new year. I don't really bother with resolutions because anytime I try to make a resolution, I always seem to break them. So I don't bother with resolutions because I always seem to break the resolutions. I don't bother with them now. So because I always break them. So it's kind of pointless making a resolution because I always break them. So but anyway. But I hope you had a good Christmas, and I hope you're enjoying your New Year's Eve and your New Year. So your New Year's party, wherever you're up to, what you're doing. I hope you're having a good time, whatever you're doing, and I hope you're having a good time and stuff, and enjoying yourselves, not to get up to anything that too drastic or anything like that. I hope this year will be a good. Hopefully this year will be a better year than last year. Hopefully, please God, and hopefully be more joy. Maybe there will be more joy, more happiness, and please God, and we'll have more. Try and have it. Maybe hopefully a little bit of normality. Hopefully people get their lives, well, at least try to get their lives back to normal anyway. And hopefully get more news about this COVID and this pandemic, and hopefully things will ease down in the pandemic as well. Hoping that things will ease down in this pandemic, I'm saying to the viewers. Things will improve, people could get their lives more or less back to normal.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, we're not pub people. Pub people will be affected by it badly. If you go to the pub regularly and enjoy going to the pub, right, you will be affected by the panic because the pubs will shut for a lot of it. But we aren't affected by that. We don't go to the pub. We go to restaurants, yes, but not the pub. It's an important point.
What?
We don't go to the pub, so we don't give a flying fuck. Better close down,
Yeah, I just hope that people get their lives back to normal. That's what I'm trying to say. I want to think. I'm trying to think positive.
Yeah.
Rather than negative.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the positive, not the negative. Hopefully this COVID will ease down a bit. And hopefully it will ease. And they're hoping that it will end this year.
Yeah, I read about that somewhere, yeah.
Hoping it will end this year. Do you reckon it will?
I don't know. Hopefully.
It'd be great. It'd be great if it could end this year, wouldn't it? What? Do you reckon it will?
I don't know, hopefully.
It'd be a miracle, wouldn't it? If it did. Well, it'd be a miracle, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be, yeah.
Well, it'd be great if they'd get our lives back to normal, wouldn't it? So what, have you decided what you want to do tomorrow yet?
Turn the video off. You finished with the video?
What do you want to do tomorrow?
I talked to you about that after you turn the video off.
No, Liam, this,
I'm thinking of going to Pavilions, Shopping Centre.
Where?
Swords. It's through the tunnel.
what's in the pavilions?
Pennies. There's a big pennies in there.
What else is there?
There's small pennies. And there's a medium pennies.
Are you very funny, Liam? Stop it now.
I don't know, there's different shops, you know? You were in before. Do you remember?
It's a long time ago since I've
Yeah.
been.
It's where you got the shoes, the shoe rack. Some sort of deals place we were into there. It's okay, you know, the restaurants aren't that great, it's the only thing.
Oh, what they got restaurants wise?
They've got Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Mm.
They have, I think, O'Brien Sandwich Bar. And they have a burger place as well.
Yeah.
But somewhere different to go, you know?
Pissed off, Liam. Wish I knew when my quant therapy was back.
Mm. Well, the school's going back next Thursday, so it should be open next Friday. They follow the school down in town.
Well, I haven't got any, didn't get any text from them yet. Got no text from them yet, so I don't know.
Probably get one next week.
What?
Probably get one next week.
I hope I get Roddy again.
The turbot. Yeah.
I think I fancy him.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got the soft spot for Roddy. Roddy is the horse I'm working with in my quant therapy. I'm actually grooming a thoroughbred, a full thoroughbred. His name is Roddy. He's a former racehorse. He was the horse I was working on before the quant therapy session's finished. I already had about three. Was it 3 sessions, Liam? Was I working with them? It was the 3 sessions I did with them. Three sessions already.